back to another desk talk with Cindy. Um, I'm already crying, so it's a good sign. It's a good sign when I start the video off crying, so congratulations. Already a mess. But it's today, pity. I cannot stand that epilepsy pity. I've had it for almost 3 years now, and at the beginning, it was great. I loved it. It was a realization for people to realize that, like, I'm going through something really, really difficult. At that time, I was having grand mal seizures and talking about brain surgery and going through something really, really big. And the pity was something I needed. But now I've gone through all of that. How are you? How can I help you? Like, I'm praying for you. And I love my people. I love my family and I love my friends and I adore them and thank everybody who prays for me and thinks about me. And I mean, even has pity for me, but the pity has to stop at some point. The how can I help you has to stop because you can't help me. And you asking, can I help you, makes me feel bad because all I can say is pray for me. And then when you ask for an update, I can say is God hasn't done anything yet. And the answer I receive is, don't worry, God's got you, God's got a plan. And all I want to respond in a really snarky manner is, I know things like that. Like, I've learned, like, I've grown. I know that God has a plan for me. I know what's happening. I don't need to be reminded constantly that there are people out there praying for me. And not only is God not answering my prayer about heal me and fix me and I don't want to be sick like this anymore, but he's not answering the prayers of other people of help Sydney grow, heal Sydney. He's not answering those prayers, and that makes me feel guilty. But at the same time, when people tell me those remarks of what can I do to help and I'm praying for you, sometimes all I feel is, are they just checking off boxes? Does it make them feel better that they're talking to me? Does it make other people feel like, oh, I told her that I'm praying for her. Oh, I told her that God has a plan for her. Oh, I told her to let me know if anything happens. But it just makes everything almost worse. Like, I had it written down that, like, the sorry you're going through this is the worst statement people are making because I'm going through this. I'm sorry that I'm going through this. I'm sorry you're sorry that I'm going through this, but I'm going through this one way or another. Like, it's not gonna stop. Like, it's just not something that, like, I don't know. When people say, I'm sorry you're going through this, let me know how I can help. What are you gonna do besides pray for me? Are you gonna take the scalpel and cut back into my head and try and remove the rest of the tumor? Are you gonna look at my medications and call my doctor and explain what you think he needs to be doing? Are you gonna stop my seizures? What are you gonna do? That's what I want. And I can't tell people that because that's mean and that's inconsiderate when all people want to do is love me. But it makes me angry when people want to love me because they can't. And I know that, like, when my friends go through things, all I want to do is to be able to help them. But I've started messaging my friends who are going through hard things, and I've started saying, hey, I know that I hate it when I get messages like this, but if there's anything I can do to help you, please let me know. Because I actually truly hate that statement, because then when I don't talk back, when I don't answer them, they get upset because there's literally nothing people can do for me besides pray for me. There's nothing in this entire world besides my doctors that they can do. Nothing. My mom can come pick me up after I've had a seizure, but she can't stop the seizure. My sister can cuddle me and put blankets and let me sleep and rest and give me anything I need after a seizure, but she can't stop the seizures. My brother can go and stand and have the church pray for me, but that's it. That's where it stops. The church isn't going to magically heal me. God can magically heal me. But I can't just have someone say, oh, bring me some cough medicine and I'll feel better. That's it. Like, it's not a thing that they can just fix. I feel bad when I say there's nothing you can do. So I just reply with a nice, polite, thank you. I'm glad you're thinking about me. But the pity that I've been getting for the last 2 years, almost 3, is just too much. In the beginning, it was great. I felt loved, and I still feel so loved when people mention it. But at the same time, like, I'm going through this, and I might go through this for the rest of my life, and I don't want you to feel pity for me for the rest of my life. When I mention something, that's when I'm hurt. That's where I might need your help. But when I say, what's the worst part of your epilepsy, and I make a joke about how I'll never get to scuba dive and how it's been my dream to scuba dive in Australia, there's nothing people can do about that. What are they going to do? Just automatically change the laws? Oh, I'm sad because I can't drive. Oh, well, sorry, it's Kansas law. I'll go fix it. Like, there's nothing people can do about it. And the sorry you're going through this, let me know if I can do anything, makes me mad. Because, one, of course you're sorry. A stranger on the street is going to be sorry for me. Everyone's sorry for me. I want people to stop feeling sorry for me, because at some point, the sorry has to stop. And it just has to be, I'm glad you're alive.